Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Tuesday, May 6th, 2025. Now, we're back into day 2 of jury selection in USA versus Sean Combs. We covered it yesterday in great detail, including the juror from HBO, who was still in the pool. Mark Geragos asked to have her removed since they did the fall of Diddy, but Judge Sobranian left her in and said, you could use a peremptory. There was a second round of questioning, and she still wasn't knocked out. So, you can find that on Inner City Press. Now, this morning, we've already written a story. Why? Because before 7 a.m., the U.S. Attorney's Office wrote into Judge Sobranian asking that Mark Geragos, who yesterday we saw in the courtroom, we were in one row. It's all very organized, who can sit where. And there he was, Mark Geragos. He was kind of like smiling and thought he was just preening, but as it turns out, the government is saying that he's advising them on jury selection, and that for that reason, although he hasn't filed a notice of appearance, he was not among the 2 that were being added. There's a Nicole that's being added, and it was Xavier Donaldson added. But Mark Geragos is not on the team, but is advising them. Therefore, the U.S. Attorney's Office says they want him admonished about public statements, including on podcasts. So there's that. We'll be doing day 2 in just a few short moments. We'll also today be covering, hopefully, at 10 a.m., the Second Circuit appeals arguments involving both Ozturk and Medawi. These are 2 separate student cases in immigration. One in which Ozturk was ordered returned from Louisiana to Vermont, which is in the Second Circuit. The government's appealing that. And one ordering the release of Medawi. Government's appealing that. So hopefully we'll have that as well. 3 p.m. here in SDNY. There's the case now. McGonigal was a big case. He was an ex-FBI agent who pretty much sold his office. But he's out of the case. And there's a guy called Shestakov. I believe he was just a Russian interpreter. He's fighting the case. He has the same lawyer that's defended Andrew Cuomo from sexual harassment charges. And it's being heavily lawyered, a lot of letters rogatory to various places. And there'll be a hearing on that today. There are sirens. I'm going to keep this broadcast up, even though the sound is not what I'd like it to be, because I want to show you the cameras at the courthouse as we approach it. Yes, crime in New York. It's actually a jail bus. I don't know. Some high profile criminals. Late for court. Let us through. Not sure why they're doing that, but sorry for the sound. But to keep this a single unbroken stream, we're now going to show you the umbrellaed media. A fasting on the UN. The UN yesterday did a closed-door meeting on India-Pakistan, on which Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General, who bans the press, who's pointed out not only his failures, anyone can fail in diplomacy, but to conceal your links to China in your financial disclosures and then throw out the press that asked about it, it's bad form. And to defend the impunity of rapist peacekeepers and cholera-spewing missions and UNRWA, now you can see it. Guys set up across the street. Last night, even late into the night, there were people doing stand-up there. And on this side, photographers trying to catch Mark Geragos going in. Well, we're going in. Inner City Press. We continue.